Hey everyone, I'm here and we're going to be talking about Future Revolution with Valley Fly. And hey Valley, how hyped are you about this game?
I am super hyped. My goodness, I've been hyped for this ever since I learned about it and
Mhm.
been wanting to play it. We need a date, but yeah, I'm super hyped about this game.
So let's talk a little bit about something here. And so we just filmed a video over on Valley's. There were some really cool heroes that were, it was a hero spotlight, and maybe there were heroes in it. So take a look at the link below. You'll see that link on his channel. And the revolution is now, starts now. So we're going to talk about, we're going to talk a little bit about this here. And this is from earlier in their like reveal when they were out. I think this was like PAX East when they did it. This was like 2020, April 2020. I want to talk about, I want to think. So this footage was really kind of like where I'm trying to figure out like what to expect from the game. And this immediately pulled me in. So the developers here are largely talking about, you know, some of the gameplay and some of the stuff, the footage. So they're already showcasing early gameplay footage.
MODOK.
Just all the different things early on, and you get a lot of views from the devs. And so, you know, you could just sense their passion when they're talking about like taking iconic images from the comics and the movies and kind of bringing them in to this brand new mobile game. And so one thing they're trying to do is something that's really not done before. And so I think it's important. Basically, the idea is there's definitely some different elements that they're taking from other games, but I want you guys to get excited about a couple other things here. So what really got me, and if you guys know my gameplay style, was right about here. I'm at the move in a second. I want you guys to take a look because this really kind of like it checked my 3 boxes.
There's those guys. The Blackwater friends.
Yeah, there they are. Ready? Here we go. Multiplayer open world RPG. Check, 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 please. Okay, you had me at multiplayer. You had me at open world. You have me forever at RPG. This is the genre I cut my teeth
And on mobile,
yeah,
on mobile. These are graphics that can be on mobile device, guys.
Oh man, it looks so amazing. So I am incredibly hyped about this game, and so let's talk a little bit about it. So Netmarble's made a few games. They've made some Marvel games, but more importantly, they made a game that I really like called Lineage 2 Revolutions, which was an open world MMO. So I'm kind of using that as a frame of reference, although they do say they're creating something completely different in the video here. And so I think for me, I'm kind of excited to see how they take this, and it looks incredible. So the thing about Lineage 2 was a couple of features I liked because people are like, how does this translate to mobile? So there was actually some interesting features. So yeah, I played it for like 2 or 3 hours, but I never, it would be one of those moments where I'd look at my phone, you know, look up, and the time was gone. It wasn't like I felt, there wasn't like this amazing obligation. I didn't feel like I was going, like, you know, that I was being drawn to the phone. Yeah, there were some times like the Alliance stuff, and we were the #1 Alliance of one of the servers, and geez, imagine that, Valley. I mean, I went hardcore in a video game.
What? You going hard in a video game? This must be a very special video game, because when I think of someone going hard on a video game, I don't picture RemanX. So this must have brought something out in you.
So actually, I'll be honest with you. I got to play with some of my friends, and I was able to bring them in at different levels after, you know, trying it out, and they caught up relatively quickly.
Wait a minute. You could play this game with friends? And they could start at a later date than you and still be able to catch up and play with you?
They caught up. They started about 2 months after me and were in my Alliance within a week.
Oh my god, this sounds amazing. Some of the games I'm playing right now, you cannot do that. There's no way for friends to come in and play with you.
So the leveling mechanics are kind of interesting, and so it's an RPG. So I think what they're doing is, based on what we're seeing, is it looks like these playable characters are going to be like archetypes. So think of it like Doctor Strange could be like a wizard, and Spider-Man could be like a brawler, and so they'll have different skill sets, and you'll pick that character, and you'll play that character through the majority of the story and interact with them, but you'll have a lot of customization options with that. So it's kind of different than what we do in Marvel Strike Force, right? Because we buy heroes and we look at heroes, and then level up heroes to basically find out they're useless in a week. But that's a whole nother story. But, you know, in the other game we play. So, you know, you know, the idea behind this game is it's definitely something that's really drawing me in, because You can absorb like play a hero, get that hero max. So what happens when you're done with them? Well, you can try a different archetype. And so one of the things was in Lineage 2 Revolution is once you max a character out, brought them up to the end game, and we're getting the gear and leveling up the gear you wanted, you could start over, play a character, go through the story relatively quickly, and the progress you made in that character was giving you small increments of bonuses on your other character, so it wasn't like it was wasted. We'll have to see if they implement something like that here. I'm curious what if they do that. But going back to the previous thing, so screen time, right? How much screen time do you think you have on a mobile game a day that you really want to spend?
That I want to spend?
That you
maybe
want to
30
spend.
minutes. That I do spend, it's a lot more than that.
So let's be realistic. You know, I mean, as a touch point as a gamer, I'm anywhere between 2 to 3 hours of gameplay. Regardless, one of the cool things about Lineage 2 Revolution was they had an autoplay feature, which the AI would take over and kind of just like do like a different zone. You could select the zone, and it would basically, you know, play for you. And the only thing you have to worry about is, let's say, you know, they had PvP enabled and so people could kill you and you'd wake up dead. But at the end of the point is you're not playing, so it was just, you know, the downtime. So that's gonna be kind of important, is how they implement that here. So I'm kind of hoping they do something like that. But we'll have to stay tuned. So with an RPG element, open world, multiplayer, being able to play with your friends, I don't know, man. So what drew you in the most?
I like the IP. You know, it's a Marvel IP. It's an open world. This is similar. This is Netmarble made Marvel Future Fight. Had a lot of fun with that for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And this I see some similar elements here. So I'm really looking forward to this. I'm looking forward to be able to play with friends, play with them very early on, and this level of graphics and detail on a mobile game just looks like something I've never seen before, honestly. So there's a lot to be hyped about right now.
Yeah, this is game changing, and when we talked about this before, is like, you know, mobile games are the future, and I think that's the most important thing I want to like talk about is literally the idea behind this is if people need to stand up and take notice of these mobile games that are really becoming these beautiful representations of what, you know, because basically you got a PC in your pocket. Think about that for a second. You got a PC. Yeah. You got a PC in your pocket. So this is the next generation of things. People are like, can I play this on my PC? Why would you? Do you want to upgrade your PC to be able to perform as well as your phone?
Don't you have phones?
Don't you have phones? Oh man, that's a bad reference. But we'll go after that one. But yeah. So like I said, you know, you guys know that I like the mobile genre mainly because, you know, I have, and one of the cool things about this, I think this would probably, you know, draw my, like my kids will be like, Dad, what are you playing? Ooh, that looks like, because it looks like this is more conducive to storytelling too.
Yeah. Looks, I'm so hyped for this game. It's but there's so much that I don't know, so it's hard to tell what I'm hyped about in this game.
So all the things that I'm saying, like I'm seeing, you know, every single time there's a new reveal, they're revealing a little more about the world that you're going to be playing in, the heroes and the villains that you're going to be interacting with, and I think for me that slow progression. Because I think they don't want to reveal too much, because I think what's important about a Marvel IP for me has always been the story. Is can I get involved in the story? Do I you know, I read the comics. So I'm still get comics now and then. Don't pick on me. But I you know, I still read comics when I can. And so for me, it looks like this is just another Marvel storytelling medium, and I think that's what gets me the most excited about this. Is I'm looking at this and I'm excited to see what story they told, and we'll have to stay tuned. So we will. So are you like me, and you're like every single time you see Danny or Marvel Future Revolution like tweet, you're like a kid in the car. Are we there yet?
Like, oh, what is this one? What is this one? It is. I'm very excited. Any Future Revolution or Danny, because they're kind of synonymous.
Yeah, I mean, so what I will tell you is follow us on Twitter. We're definitely gonna be giving you guys some insight when more of this stuff goes live. We'll be sharing the tweets and talking about our feelings and experiences and making regular videos together as we get ready for the future. So so Valley, anything else you want to tell people? Obviously, we made the video on yours, kind of highlighting the latest character reveal.
Yeah, we looked at some of the awesome new Spider-Man footage, so check that out. And getting RemanX's live reaction, because he did not see that before we recorded the video. So
I saw it there, and I'm like, we're gonna do a video. Let's watch it together live. Holy moly!
Nice.
Dude.
It's fun.
Spider-Man, I started singing that in my head when I saw it. I don't know, man. I'm too much of a fanboy. All right, guys. Love you guys much. Remember, I do things so you don't have to, but I think you might want to do this one. Let's play this game together. Talk to you soon.